Now, in the third section, let's have a look at how can we use Loader to manage all the jobs in MRS Manager. Firstly, this page is about MRS Manager. In order to use it, we need to log into MRS Manager and choose Services and then Surface Loader. The Loader component O&M page is displayed like this. On the Loader web UI, click the link of the active load server to go to the Loader job management page, and in this page, we are able to do a lot of management operations such as starting, stopping, and downloading the Loader client and checking the running status of it. Quite convenient to use, right? But that page is just for O&M. If we want to use Loader, we need another tool called Hue. Hue provides the web UI for clicking and dragging. To use Hue, first log into MRS Manager and select Services and then Hue. Click Hue Active to access the Hue page. Then, on the top, you can see two labels. One is called Data Process. And under this label, we can find Scoop. Remember, Loader is implemented based on Scoop, right? And in this page, we can manage links as well as all configurations, including data source location, data source attributes, data transformation rules, and target attributes. In this page, we list several conversion rules in transformation processes. Basically, we can use Loader to do almost all data transformation jobs like converting and cleansing data based on different surface scenarios and converting data into target data structure. And the most commonly seen operations include rows on integers, strings, timestamps, and even the delimiter and row filter, etc. If you are interested in this, you can refer to the description information as followed. And this slide tells us how to manage the Loader jobs. In the Scoop page, we can see Add New Job, and by clicking it, we can see the following page for basic job information configuration. The configuration in this page includes task name, source link, and destination link. Task name is just the name of this job. For example, job_hbase_2_HDFS, which indicates that we are transferring data from HBase to HDFS. Therefore, the source link needs to be configured as the link to HBase, for example, HBase connector. And the destination link needs to be configured as the link to HDFS, for example, HDFS connector. Next, because we are using HBase as the source location, the second step is to configure which table shall we use. For example, if we are using the table called stu_info, then we just need to click the button behind the input box and select the stu_info table. That's all we need to do in this step. Next, configuring the HDFS information. In this page, we need to configure the output directory and file format. These two are mandatory for using Loader. As for compression code C and the override policy, they are optional and indicates whether to make compression and whether to overwrite the existing files with the same name. And the final step is to configure the number of extractors, or namely, to set the number of concurrent tasks. We can set the parameter to 1 if we only have a small amount of data to be transformed, or set it to a large number if the workload is too heavy. By setting this configuration, we are indeed configuring the number of map tasks and the number of reduce tasks as well. As for monitoring all the job execution status, we can go to the Scoop job management page where all the current jobs and last execution status of the jobs are displayed. In order to check the status in detail, we can select the job and click the button above the list or in the operation column on the right to perform the operation. Just several clicking, that is enough. In addition, we can go to the job history page for a lot more details. The details in the job history page includes the starting time, the running time, the status, the failure cause, the number of read rows and files, number of written rows and files, number of skipped rows and files, dirty data link, and MapReduce log link of each job execution. Here, we can see that only the dirty dog link is displayed, but we cannot see which row or which column is the dirty data. That is important. Okay, that is all for using Loader through the web UI. And last slide shows some basic operations by using the command line interface, or namely some shell scripts of Loader. These scripts can be used to add, delete, query, and modify data sources and jobs. and start and stop jobs, view job status, and check whether jobs are running or not. If you are interested in this, please have a look at the relevant commands as well as their descriptions. That's all for this chapter. In this chapter, we introduced the basic definition and architecture of Loader, and we also introduced how to create and manage Loader jobs through the web UI. Thanks for your listening, and hope you enjoy all the contents in this chapter. Next chapter, we are going to introduce Kafka, which is a messaging system for data delivery.